Jigglypuff asks, can you describe the feeling of the first time you stepped on stage in the LCS? I would say in my first game, I was really nervous. Yeah, I was just really nervous, I guess. I really didn't know what other feelings there were other than just being like really nervous and not being able to play properly. My settings were also like really fucked the game, so like I was like not just nervous, I was like kind of panicking because I was like, I had everything on Smartcast at the start of the game and I didn't want to pause as well, so I was just like really confused at the same time, didn't really know what to do, so I felt like really uncomfortable, but we won anyway, so it was alright.
When I first stepped on stage, I think I was pretty calm about it. I'm a pretty calm guy in general. Like I don't really overreact or freak out when I'm playing in front of people. I'm kind of just like, I kind of just zone out and just do my own thing. I don't really see the crowd when I play. So now do my own thing and don't really care too much about, you know, the crowd, but when it's in front of me.
I mean, I think my first stage experience was back when I was on Dignitas B team, I think. Actually, no, it wasn't that. It was the qualifier for LCS. I was on Pulse, and it was a really small studio. It was like the very first LCS studio where there was no crowd or anything. It was just the backyard, the freak basement. So it was weird, like each team had like a room with curtains, like there wasn't actually walls, and if the other team screamed loud enough, you could hear them through their headsets. They weren't very soundproof. So it was really weird, I guess, because it's not an actual like stage or anything, but nowadays is a whole lot better. The other one that was close to it was MLG, where there was a crowd, but I was, you know, in the like challenger scene back then. It wasn't called challenger scene, but yeah, that one was a more interesting experience because there was more of a crowd. There was a booth that we were in, and yeah, it felt a whole lot different. I mean, I didn't win or anything. I actually played versus Cloud9 back then. It was everyone with Turtle, like on the old team, and we lost. So it was an okay experience overall.
At Forever Ventus asks, if you could be competing in any other games besides League, what would that game be and why? I actually I've never played another competitive game besides League for online wise. I've played like a bunch of sports, but I'm pretty bad at all other games, not gonna lie.
I'd probably say Dota 2, because if I wasn't playing League, I was playing Han before, and I don't think I would have stuck with Han considering that game is gone and it didn't really have that great of a competitive scene. So I think if I didn't go to League, I would have went to Dota 2 for sure. And I mean, I don't know if I would have been a pro in that, but yeah, I probably would have played that game, and that's probably what I would have gone to. I mean, I've always had fun with FPS games. Like I'd always play with like my school friends on the Xbox with Call of Duty. I don't think I play much Battlefield, but mainly Call of Duty with those guys. And there's always a ton of fun, put a lot of time into it, but not as competitive as the PC games that I played, I felt, always back then. I always had more fun with PC.
Right now I'm playing a lot of PlayerUnknown Battleground, but I don't think it'd be a game that I would ever... Actually, maybe I'd want to play in it, but I think a better game for me would be Counter-Strike, because it's a lot about like having fast reactions and like being really smart about the game. And I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike, and I used to be pretty good at it, and I really enjoyed playing it, so it'd probably be Counter-Strike.
At Angeli_Zoo asks, what is something you've always been wanting to try but have been scared to? I'd say getting into fashionable clothes has been a struggle for me, because from my perspective, having to like, I've never had a good fashion sense, and I've always worn pretty plain, simple clothes. So just recently I'm starting to expand and buy more clothes.
I think I want to like skydive at one point in my life, but I'm always really scared because, you know, there's been incidents where like the parachute just doesn't work, and that scares me a lot. I don't really want to like risk my life or anything, but it's always something that's been on my bucket list. And it's kind of like a really, really scary experience, but I'd be down to do it someday.
And then Super Whirlwind asks, who are your favorite music artists and why? I have a lot. I mean, they come and go because, you know, you just get bored of music sometimes. I haven't listened to him too much recently, but Travis Scott, I like really enjoy his stuff. He's so much good music. Besides that, there's like Future, Drake. Those are kinds of the ones that got me into hip hop recently. I've been through a lot of interesting phases in music because I say like 2012 and before in like high school, I was listening to post-hardcore. Just gradually moved into it from like, I think I started with Linkin Park from rock and moved into like Slipknot and stuff, and then just casually went down that road into post-hardcore. I think my favorite band then was, well, there was two. It was like Woe Was Me and then Issues. And then from there, I went to, I was always kind of a little bit interested in like dubstep back then when it was cooler. Everyone hates on it now, at least in Twitch chat. But I moved into, what is it called? I think it's just Gent, DJENT, where just like guitar music, instrumentals. Those are always really fun to listen to, but there's not actually that much content for that one, unfortunately. So eventually I got bored of that one, and then I moved into hip hop, which I think I've been listening to for 2 years now, something like that. So yeah, it's good stuff.
지코를 되게 좋아해요. 왜냐면은 음악이 되게 듣기가 좋더라고요. 딱 제 스타일인 것도 같고 지코가 가장 좋은 것 같아요.